If you haven't seen the market today, it is Fire Sale Monday, February 22nd. Everything's on sale and at a discounted price. Hey, what's up, folks? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. As I mentioned in the intro, huge down day on the market, which is great for everybody looking to make some gains by getting in. This is where your dollar cost averaging comes in, where you can buy on the red days. Remember, red means buy, green means hold or sell. Red means buy. So red being today is a buy day. Don't miss out on the opportunity. You can get all the coins you've been following at a discounted price. So remember that. Now, for today's video, it's going to be all about the crypto catalysts. So I had hinted at this video in a prior video that I wanted to do this one. It's inspired by Michael Saylor, and betting on winners is sort of the theme here. So we're going to get into who the crypto catalysts are, where they rank, what coins their ecosystems offer, and where you may be able to find them. So if you're a first-time viewer, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. That would be absolutely awesome. And now, let's get it going. So for some background, there was a video I saw a few weeks ago on Michael Saylor. I actually retweeted it this morning on the KIR Finance Twitter handle. And in that video, it's basically Michael Saylor. He is the CEO of MicroStrategy, where he was talking about the big players in the stock market over the last 20 years. And here's what he had to say. He says, quote, "I took 50 million of my own money. I bought it. Everyone said you're foolish to own Apple. Diversify into all of the other computer companies. What is this Facebook thing? You're foolish to own that. What is this Google thing? It's overvalued. It's overpriced. Well, I converted the 50 million into 500 million. Let that sink in a minute, right? Now, he wrote a book around that time titled The Mobile Wave, where the conclusion of the book was that software networks are dematerializing everything in the world. He goes on to say, Google is an information network. Facebook is a social network. Apple is a mobile network. Amazon is a retail network. They're going to eat the world. The conclusion is, buy Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google. He then says, I wrote the book and nobody read the book, which I can kind of relate to. I wrote a book too, nobody read it. Now, anybody could have done it. If you bought any of those companies in the past decade, you couldn't lose money. So the way I see it, each of the companies he'd mentioned had a visionary leader or leaders. So, Google, you have Sergey Brin and Larry Page. Facebook, you have Mark Zuckerberg. Apple, Steve Jobs. Amazon, Jeff Bezos. He also later mentioned Microsoft, Bill Gates. Okay? So the question then is, who are the visionary leaders in crypto? And I would argue it is the following. So we have Changpeng Zhao, or CZ, founder and CEO of Binance. Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, co-founder of Ethereum. Justin Sun, founder and CEO of Tron. Dr. Gavin Wood, founder of Polkadot, co-founder of Ethereum. And then Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum. He wrote the white paper, right? Now, when you look at each, what makes them dominant, the answer is their ecosystem, right? So we first look at CZ. So the Binance Smart Chain. He also has the largest exchange in the world, and he owns CoinMarketCap.com. Vitalik. So he leads Ethereum, which is the dominant ecosystem currently in the world. Charles Hoskinson, Cardano, who has been developing for the last 6 years the third generation ecosystem. So bear in mind, Ethereum is a second gen system. Cardano is a third gen, so it's advanced. As I've talked about before on the channel, when somebody makes a technological leap, that creates a huge opportunity, right? We have Dr. Wood, with the heterogeneous multi-chain framework that works outside of Ethereum or with Ethereum. So he gets the best of both worlds. And then we have Justin Sun and the Tron ecosystem. Now, you could argue, I think, that the Tron ecosystem is not dominant yet, and I would agree with you. However, I would argue that in the form of splashy PR, that Justin Sun is one of the best, right? He's had dinner with Warren Buffett. He donated, millions into GameStop and that whole rally. He is active on Twitter. He is very good at PR, all right? So, going back to Michael Saylor, his conclusions were, if you want to make money in the tech era, you find the dominant digital network. The one that's worth $100 billion that's crushed everybody. After it's $100 billion and the market has decided Apple is the winner, Google is the winner, Facebook is the winner, Amazon is the winner. He says, you could have had a 10x or 20x. You just wait until the 99% of the world that disagrees with you, that's cynical and skeptical and ignorant, and they don't understand it, and they're afraid of it. As it gradually dawns on them, you finally figured it out, they have overwhelming, crushing advantages. On Bitcoin, he says there's no reason to believe it won't be 10 times bigger, then 100 times bigger, then 1,000 times bigger. I agree 100%. So, simply put, Michael Saylor bets on proven winners, and he wins. That's the point of this video. Now, the 5 I mentioned are all winners and competitors, some complementing each other, some not. Yet, the underlying message is they're all going to win, and you cannot lose by investing in them. I also think it's worth mentioning that though I listed Vitalik Buterin as a crypto catalyst due to his work on Ethereum, if I had to rank the catalysts, this is where I think they shake out, in my opinion. So if you look at the chart right here, by market cap, so by the overall value, right now today is number 1 Ethereum, number 2 Binance, number 3 Polkadot, number 4 Cardano, and number 5 Tron. But where I think it changes is if you look at potential. And on the potential, here's where I would rank them. Number 1 Cardano ADA, number 2 Binance, number 3 DOT, number 4, Tron TRX. And I honestly think number 4, Tron TRX could potentially move to number 3, but I'm not ready to bet against Dr. Wood just yet. Not going to do that. And number 5, I have Ethereum. So the reason I have Ethereum as number 5 is I think they're going to do great things with Ethereum 2.0, but I'm sort of looking at this like as in Vitalik is fixing an old car instead of buying a new car. I sort of think maybe they need to build a new car rather than fix the old one. All right, so that's my reasoning there. Now, for those who don't know, those of you that want to know what tokens represent each ecosystem and leader and where you can buy them, look no further than the following chart. And by the way, referral links are provided in the exchanges in the video description. So in this chart here, you can see the leader. So we'll start first with CZ. He has the BNB token, and you can find it right now today on Binance or Trust Wallet. And let me just preface this by saying that for anybody around the world, you have the full version of Binance that's got like 6 or 7 times the amount of coins as Binance.us, which is the platform for those available within the USA. You cannot get on Binance. You can only get on Binance.us, all right? Secondly, we have Charles Hoskinson and ADA. You can find ADA on Binance, Binance.us, Crypto.com, or Voyager. And let me add also that if you go to somewhere like CoinMarketCap.com, you can look up these coins and you can type in the exchange and you can see where they're at. I'm not going to list 50 different exchanges on here, and some of the ones I don't list is because they have crappy reviews in the App Store. I'm listing the good ones here, all right? So these are the somewhat reputable ones that you can go with. I'm not listing the other ones. Now, after that, we have Justin Sun. So he actually has the most tokens out of the group. So first of all, we have the TRX token, which is the native token of Tron. found on Binance, Trust Wallet, or Voyager. We have BTT token for BitTorrent, also found on Binance and Voyager. And then he has 3 others here, JST, Sun, and Win, all on Binance. And for those who connect the dots there, I'm going to do a video on this. You can see here by the thumbnail, this one's coming up right around the corner where I will do a price prediction on those 5 tokens. All right, so keep an eye out for that. Now, we also have Dr. Gavin Wood with DOT, which you can find on Binance, Crypto.com, or Voyager. He also has Kusama, KSM. This is their Canary network that's a part of Polkadot. You can find that on Binance. And then lastly, we have Vitalik Buterin with Ethereum, which you can basically find everywhere. This one's everywhere. So that's where they shake out, the crypto catalysts. These are the guys that I wouldn't bet against. I would not bet against them. Even Vitalik, I think he started strong and he's sort of slipping and falling behind in the race. Could he rebound? Absolutely. He's smart enough to do that. It could absolutely happen. I'm not 100% if it'll happen with Ethereum or Ethereum 2.0 once that finally goes live. The main problem there that I see is that Ethereum 2.0 still has 2 to 3 years until it comes out. And in the meantime, we've got Cardano going live this year, Polkadot's live, we have Tron, the Binance Smart Chain is killing it. So he may be falling back a little bit, but that doesn't mean he isn't still one of the catalysts of crypto. So the analogy to the stock market, I think, holds 100% true. You can see who the winners are. You can see based on their leadership why they're winning. I think you could apply that same logic into the cryptoverse, to the ecosystems, and see who has potential here. Now, are there others that I didn't mention? Yes, there are some other great ecosystems out there. VeChain is one of them that could potentially move up into this slot. Yes, that could happen. But for the sake of this video, I am giving you these 5, and I don't think you can lose if you invest in them in the long run. All right, just like Michael Saylor said, he bets on the winners and they win. So that's today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Other than that, as I said earlier, make sure to check me out on Twitter at KIR Finance. So this is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is, and I will see you on the next one. Later.